Have you ever felt invisible in a crowd? What if that feeling could actually help you grow? In our fast-paced world where everyone seems to be chasing the spotlight, there's a hidden power in being unnoticed. It might sound counterintuitive, but staying under the radar can offer incredible benefits for your spiritual journey. Today, we're going to explore 9 surprising advantages of being unnoticed and how they can enhance your personal growth. Let's start by addressing the elephant in the room, the misconception that being unnoticed is a weakness. Many of us have been conditioned to believe that standing out and gaining attention is the key to success. However, this isn't always true, especially when it comes to spiritual growth. Being unnoticed isn't about being insignificant. It's about finding strength in quietude and anonymity. Think about it. When you're not constantly seeking validation from others, you have the opportunity to focus on yourself in a deeper, more meaningful way. This is where the real power of being unnoticed comes into play. It becomes your secret advantage, allowing you to grow and evolve without the pressures of external expectations. Our first benefit is enhanced self-awareness. When you're not in the spotlight, you have the chance to truly observe yourself. Without the constant feedback and opinions of others, you can start to understand your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors on a much deeper level. This self-reflection is crucial for personal growth. To boost your self-awareness, try spending some time each day in quiet reflection. You don't need any fancy techniques. Simply sit in a comfortable place, close your eyes, and pay attention to your thoughts and feelings. Notice how they come and go without judgment. This simple practice can lead to profound insights about yourself. Another powerful tool for self-awareness is journaling. Write down your thoughts, experiences, and observations regularly. Over time, you'll start to see patterns and trends in your thinking and behavior. This can help you identify areas for growth and change. Moving on to our second benefit, freedom from social pressure. When you're not constantly seeking attention, you free yourself from the need for constant approval. This is incredibly liberating. You no longer have to mold yourself to fit others' expectations. Instead, you can focus on being true to yourself. This freedom allows you to make decisions based on your own values and desires, rather than what you think others want from you. It's about finding your authentic self and living in alignment with your true nature. This doesn't mean you ignore others completely, but rather that you're not controlled by their opinions. To practice this, start by questioning your decisions. Ask yourself, am I doing this because I truly want to, or because I think others expect it of me? Gradually, you'll start to differentiate between your genuine desires and societal pressures. Our third benefit is improved observation skills. When you're not the center of attention, you have the opportunity to see the world more clearly. You become an observer, noticing details and nuances that you might have missed before. This heightened awareness of your surroundings can be incredibly valuable. You start to pick up on subtle cues in social interactions, understand complex situations more thoroughly, and gain insights into how the world works. To sharpen your observation skills, try this simple exercise. Wherever you are, take a moment to really look at your surroundings. Notice 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. This practice not only improves your observation skills, but also grounds you in the present moment. The fourth benefit of being unnoticed is deeper empathy. When you're not focused on yourself, you have more mental and emotional space to understand others. You can put yourself in their shoes more easily, seeing situations from their perspective. This increased empathy leads to more genuine connections with others. You're able to truly listen and understand, rather than just waiting for your turn to speak. This depth of connection is invaluable in both personal relationships and professional interactions. To develop your empathy, practice active listening. When someone is speaking to you, give them your full attention. Try to understand not just their words, but the emotions and motivations behind them. Ask questions to clarify and show that you're truly engaged in understanding their perspective. Our fifth benefit is increased mindfulness. Being unnoticed allows you to be more present in the moment. Without the distractions of seeking attention or worrying about how you're being perceived, you can fully engage with your current experience. Mindfulness has numerous benefits for mental health and overall well-being. It can reduce stress, improve focus, and increase overall life satisfaction. When you're mindful, you're fully living each moment rather than being caught up in worries about the future or regrets about the past. A simple mindfulness exercise you can practice daily is mindful breathing. Take a few minutes each day to focus solely on your breath. Notice the sensation of the air moving in and out of your body. When your mind wanders, which it inevitably will, gently bring your attention back to your breath. This simple practice can have profound effects on your overall mindfulness. The sixth benefit we'll explore is greater inner peace. There's a certain calm that comes with anonymity. When you're not constantly putting yourself out there, you can find a sense of tranquility within yourself. This inner peace isn't dependent on external circumstances. It's a state of being that you can cultivate regardless of what's happening around you. This doesn't mean you'll never feel upset or stressed, but rather that you have a calm center to return to. To cultivate inner peace, try creating a daily ritual of stillness. This could be as simple as sitting quietly for 5 minutes each morning before you start your day. During this time, focus on cultivating a sense of calm and centeredness. You might find it helpful to repeat a calming phrase or mantra, such as, "I am at peace," or "all is well." Our seventh benefit is authentic growth. When you're not focused on impressing others or gaining recognition, you can grow for truly intrinsic reasons. This leads to more genuine and lasting personal development. Authentic growth is about becoming the best version of yourself, not for external rewards or recognition, but because it aligns with your values and aspirations. It's about continuous improvement and self-actualization. To foster authentic growth, start by identifying your core values. What truly matters to you? What kind of person do you want to be? Once you have a clear understanding of your values, you can set goals and make decisions that align with them. This leads to growth that feels genuine and fulfilling. The eighth benefit of being unnoticed is enhanced creativity. When you're not constantly influenced by others' opinions and expectations, you have more mental space for original thoughts and ideas. You can tap into your imagination more freely, leading to increased creativity. Creativity isn't just for artists. It's a valuable skill in all areas of life. It helps you solve problems, come up with innovative ideas, and see the world in new ways. When you're not in the spotlight, you have the freedom to experiment and take creative risks without fear of judgment. To boost your creative thinking, try this exercise. Choose an everyday object and come up with 10 unusual uses for it. This pushes your brain to think outside the box and see things from new perspectives. The more you practice this kind of thinking, the more naturally creative you'll become. Our ninth and final benefit is spiritual connection. Being unnoticed allows you to deepen your spiritual practice away from the distractions of the external world. This can lead to a stronger, more authentic spiritual connection. Spirituality is deeply personal, and it often flourishes in quiet, reflective moments. When you're not caught up in the hustle and bustle of social interactions and external validation, You have more space for spiritual growth and exploration. To strengthen your spiritual bond, try incorporating moments of sacred pause into your day. These are brief moments where you stop what you're doing and connect with your sense of the divine or the greater universe. It could be as simple as taking a deep breath and feeling gratitude for your existence. Now that we've explored these 9 benefits, let's talk about how to put them into practice in your daily life. Remember, harnessing the power of being unnoticed isn't about becoming a hermit or completely withdrawing from society. It's about finding a balance and learning to value your inner world as much as the external one. Start small. Perhaps you could spend one day a week practicing being unnoticed. This doesn't mean hiding away, but rather going about your day without seeking attention or validation from others. Notice how it feels. What do you observe when you're not focused on being seen? Another practical tip is to practice silent acts of kindness. Do something nice for someone without letting them know it was you. This allows you to experience the joy of giving without the need for recognition. You might also find it helpful to limit your social media use. While social media can be a valuable tool for connection, it can also feed our need for constant validation. Try taking regular breaks from social platforms to focus on your inner world. Remember, the goal isn't to completely disappear or isolate yourself. It's about finding a healthy balance between your public and private self. It's about valuing your inner growth as much as your outer achievements. As we wrap up, let's recap the 9 benefits we've explored. Enhanced self-awareness, freedom from social pressure, improved observation skills, deeper empathy, increased mindfulness, greater inner peace, authentic growth, enhanced creativity, and spiritual connection. Each of these benefits offers a unique pathway to personal and spiritual growth. By embracing the power of being unnoticed, you open yourself up to a world of inner richness and depth. Remember, true growth often happens in the quiet moments, away from the spotlight. It's in these moments that we have the opportunity to connect with our authentic selves and tap into our inner wisdom. So the next time you feel unnoticed, don't see it as a negative. Instead, recognize it as an opportunity to grow, to observe, to reflect, and to connect with your deeper self. Being unnoticed isn't about being invisible or insignificant. It's about finding strength in quietude, wisdom in observation, and growth in self-reflection. It's about valuing your inner world as much as the outer one. As you go forward from here, I encourage you to explore this hidden power. Notice the moments when you're not the center of attention and use them as opportunities for growth. Observe more, reflect deeply, and connect authentically with yourself and others. Remember, the most profound growth often happens when no one's watching. It's in these unnoticed moments that we have the chance to truly become who we're meant to be. So embrace the power of being unnoticed. Use it as a tool for personal and spiritual growth. You might be surprised at the profound changes that can occur when you're not focused on being seen. In a world that often values visibility and attention, there's incredible power in choosing to sometimes go unnoticed. It's not about disappearing, but about choosing when and how to engage with the world around you. This journey of self-discovery and growth is uniquely yours. There's no one-size-fits-all approach. What works for one person might not work for another. The key is to experiment, to find what resonates with you, and to be patient with yourself as you explore these concepts. Remember, growth is not always linear. There will be times when you feel like you're making great progress, and other times when you feel stuck. This is all part of the journey. The important thing is to keep moving forward one step at a time. As you practice being unnoticed, you might find that your relationships change. You may become a better listener, a more empathetic friend, a more understanding partner. You might find that you attract people who value depth and authenticity over superficial connections. You might also notice changes in your work life. As you become more self-aware and creative, you might find new solutions to old problems. As you become more observant, you might notice opportunities that others miss. The skills you develop through this practice can be applied in all areas of your life. It's important to note that being unnoticed doesn't mean being passive or letting others walk all over you. In fact, it can lead to a quiet kind of confidence. When you're not constantly seeking validation from others, you become more secure in yourself and your own judgments. This journey towards embracing the power of being unnoticed is ongoing. It's not something you achieve once and then you're done. It's a practice, something you return to again and again, each time gaining new insights and deepening your understanding. As you continue on this path, be kind to yourself. Growth can be challenging, and there may be times when you slip back into old patterns of seeking attention or validation. When this happens, don't judge yourself harshly. Simply notice it and gently guide yourself back to the practice of being unnoticed. Remember, the goal isn't perfection, it's progress. Each time you choose to embrace the power of being unnoticed, you're taking a step towards deeper self-understanding and spiritual growth. In conclusion, the power of being unnoticed is a hidden gem in our attention-seeking world. It offers a path to deeper self-awareness, greater empathy, increased mindfulness, and authentic spiritual growth. By embracing this power, you open yourself up to a world of inner richness and depth that can transform your life in profound ways. So I invite you to take this concept with you as you go about your day. Notice the moments when you're not the center of attention and see them as opportunities. Opportunities to observe, to reflect, to grow, and to connect with your deepest self. Remember, the most beautiful flowers often bloom in hidden places, unseen by the world. Your growth, your inner beauty, your true self. These can flourish in the quiet, unnoticed moments of your life. As you leave this video, I encourage you to take a moment of stillness. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and feel the power of your own presence. In this moment, you don't need to be seen or heard by anyone else. You are enough, just as you are. Carry this feeling with you. Let it remind you of the strength and growth that can come from embracing the power of being unnoticed. Your journey of personal and spiritual growth is uniquely yours, and it's beautiful in its own quiet way. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of the hidden power of being unnoticed. May you find strength in quietude, wisdom in observation, and growth in self-reflection. Until next time, take care and be well.